Yo yo yo, it's your friend Dinnerdog, and I'm joined here by my friend Sugden. Yo yo yo.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Sugden.
Yo yo. And this is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's a classic Konami game, and the twist here is that it's completely randomized, and we're gonna have a great time. So you'll see some stuff you remember, and you'll see some stuff that might look a bit odd. We're actually are gonna play the prologue that you normally do. So we're gonna start off as Richter. There's a bunch of things we actually have to do in the prologue just to set ourselves up for success. So let's get going, and we'll explain what's going on. Yeah. Uh, 3, 2, 1, go. You won't see the timer go off until we get control of Richter. But yeah, Sugden, what are we trying to do in this prologue here?
So, basically, Dracula's back. We gotta deal with him. Let's go. What we're trying to set up here initially is we're trying to get a certain amount of hearts and keep a certain sub weapon so we get benefits when we go into Alucard later. We're trying to get 41 hearts because that gives us an item, and we're trying to deplete these hearts to 0 to get another item. We're also trying to juggle the cross here with the holy water because the holy water gives us Hydro Storm, which just kills Dracula really fast. And if we keep the cross by the time the prologue fight is finished, then we get plus 5 MP, which is kind of huge in the early game. We're also trying to set up some damage stacks here with the holy water. As you can see, you got some. Oh my gosh,
Oh
these are
wow.
crazy stacks.
Yeah, yo, it went really well here.
Yeah, basically, I can't really fully explain it, but it's like it gets the Hydro Storm damage every tick if you do it on a certain timing. It's kind of RNG, but when it works, it just kills them like 5 seconds faster than it would normally.
Yeah, he just melts. Because we have a clear file, we can skip cutscenes. So unfortunately, we don't get Dracula's amazing soliloquy and questioning what a man is, but we still get to see the wine throw, so it's not too bad. So this is safe. One of the features, or let me just see what I have in the menu. Is like cape colors are all changed, and you may have seen that the sword I have is apparently a Terminus Est, but it definitely isn't. So this version of the randomizer randomizes music and also weapons stats. So names of items will be in the class that they're in. So like, if it says I have a gram, that just essentially means I have a one-handed sword. But the damage they do and like their other effects are randomized. You can tell what they do based on the item's description, which is a bit why I went to the menu there. Also to see if I had a library card, because the stuff we did in the prologue impacted us getting potential stuff later on.
And there we go.
Yeah, it's all gone. Yo, rip.
See ya.
That's sad. So,
Correct me,
what?
sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a way to tell what sort of weapon or item you're getting by the description
Yes.
on the menu.
Yeah, so the menu description will say like the type. These like this blocker knife and any other one-time usable, the name on screen will be accurate. But I just picked up a Gerthung, which is an amazing weapon. But if I open the menu here, it's actually not that great. Actually, it's really, really, really bad. So you know what?
It's pretty not good, yeah.
The good news is that our fists in this game are exceptionally powerful. One of the things we want to do with beating the prologue fast, strength potion that makes us even more powerful. Is your starting stats in the game are dictated by how fast and how little damage you take in the prologue. So we're starting with a lot more damage than we normally would. Alucard's fists are very fast. They can double hit if we're standing on the ground and we're close enough to an enemy. And some things are whatchamacallit, they are weak to blunt damage as well. So as we're going, these guys, they'd be a lot harder with the sword we had. So you might notice that we're kind of moonwalking here, and it's not just like an appreciation for like dance styles. It's way faster to just backdash than it is to go through Alucard's very beautiful but slow walking animation. Eventually, once we get a shield or some other items, we'll look to use those items to cancel the backdash and start another one. Because the backdash animation is fastest when at the beginning of the animation.
Yeah, I think for reference is something like it's like 70% faster chaining backdashes than it is just walking forward. And when we get shield dashing, it'll end up being like twice as fast.
Yeah, it's really powerful. Which is one of the reasons I really love this game. So a lot of us, starting to include, is exceptionally competent at it. We race this randomizer, so we'll load up the same seed at the same time, and just do a race to the finish. And the really cool thing about Symphony of the Night is that there's like really not a moment where you're not doing something to try to be faster. Like even these like backdashes I'm doing, I'm trying to like time them to a bit of a rhythm so I can get them optimally out and move it just a little bit faster. And what we'll see later once we start getting some progression items is that we're constantly thinking about where are we going next, how can we get to the really just the end game as fast as possible, which really hasn't changed so much from the base game. I gotta check this out here. I did a little trick to peek what this might be, but it wasn't a relic, it was supposed to be an item, but there's nothing here. Or I mean, I should have said it could have been an item. So things...
The reason you check it when you can't see anything is because there could be an item that just spawns on the bottom ledge there.
So if you've played Symphony of the Night, you know that to get to the super secret, don't tell anyone, #spoilers, inverted castle, you need to get the gold and silver ring to get the holy glasses. And they're in specific locations, but because it's a randomizer, it could be anywhere. So most relics float, but those items will be on the ground. So we haven't found anything yet. So we're going to, power our way through here and move on to the long library and outer wall that has a 3 checks, as well as the store, which is also randomized. The cash values are the same, but we could get practically anything. The only cash value that's been amended is the price for the relic. In the normal game, you'd pay 500 gold to get the very required Jewel of Open, but we took that out for racing purposes because it wasn't very fun if you didn't get money, and had to grind in the library for 10 minutes trying to get money bags. You may have seen that I just picked up the holy glasses, but that's a bit of a lie. So that name is just randomized with every other piece of headgear. So we can't go to the second castle just yet, and we wouldn't have the requirements anyways because we don't have any flight. But yeah, that's basically how it works. We'll see a whole bunch of things that are have all sorts of wacky names. We'll see a chrysogram and it'll be terrible. What I'm doing right now is that these stone roses are not our friends, but we also don't really want to kill them because they don't appreciate being hit, and we respect that. But so what we can do is we can cast spells that'll give us a bit of iframes to just kind of walk through them. And we're not gonna kill.
One of the main things that we like to see when we're going through these early parts, and we have to go to the library, is those sort of ring pickups, because those could be ring sellables that we can sell for the shop for however much. We can sort of tell how much they are depending on what the description is. But there is some which have the same description. What was that one? Sparkling?
Yeah, it was sparkling, so it gives us a bit of money. Unfortunately, I've really drawn poor for weapons and equipment, so...
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, we're gonna fight Doppelganger here, but we're gonna do some performance-enhancing drugs before we do that. Doppelganger, like us, goes into hit recovery whenever they're hit, so we want to do a lot of damage in one hit, so that when they're in recovery, we're making the best use of it. So if you played Symphony of the Night when you're a younger kid, and certainly myself, you may be like, wow, we killed that guy really quickly. I think that fight is really well designed, but unfortunately there's a manipulation where when you jump towards Doppelganger will also jump towards you, and you can use that to take advantage of him and just lay a beat down on him pretty quickly. Otherwise that fight is really difficult. You can't use spells. He just goes into mist form, which we'll eventually have ourselves as well. Ooh, nice. I like this. Oops, I don't like that. And then getting hit by Medusa is not fun. But yeah, this is going to be our... Go ahead.
I was going to say that Gravity Boot, relic that you saw there was a Gravity Boost, that is likely our progression for this year.
Actually, I'm going to grab this here.
That could be good. That's a token.
Yeah, we'll see. It says Jewel Knuckles, but it could be anything. It could even be a boat. We're going to find out. So I'm gonna grab this teleporter here. We need to cycle the room anyways, just to bring the elevator that we need to open the door that has the gravity boots behind. We need that to be opened. Actually, I guess I could have done this later because I'm using the teleporter right now anyways. I could have just opened the door and closed the door. So we're right by the library, but you know, the library, you know, there's ways for us to get back there later, especially with an item called the library card. So we're gonna skip it for now, because Alucard is so like his base form is so powerful with fists and stuff like that. We don't really need the library, and we kind of want to go back with more money anyways. The ring we do have 2 rings that give us money that we can sell to the shopkeeper, and their description suggested that they're not worth a lot. So we'd rather wait until we get more money so we can get some cooler stuff. So now we're just going to use these gravity boots to go back through the lab to access some checks that we weren't able to access before. You can see this, we got the lovely gravity boot animation.
I think this library delay sort of strategy is something you ended up popularizing. It actually works out like incredibly well, even if you end up getting money later on, and there isn't something super important in the library. You're gambling on skipping free checks, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that huge of a deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're hoping too that we haven't found like too many items and such, but if we find the library card, we'll be able to warp to the library and essentially get or like cut like the time we would spend in there in half, plus travel time to get there. So yeah, we can save a whole bunch of time. Whoops. But what we're trying to hopefully find soon, if I can pull off these diagonal gravity jumps, is like more progression. We'd love to see like Leapstone, or more importantly, Bat. Bat is as a transformation that allows us to change into a bat. We can also change into a wolf and into Mist. But Bat is easily the best, and that's definitely the worst item. Bat will let us do something called a Wing Smash, which is exceptionally fast. We'll do it at the cost of MP, but it's fine.
You'll see here that Dinnerdog is sometimes just leaving relics there rather than picking them up. Every relic that you pick up takes about like 2 seconds of your time, so if something that's completely useless, like that fairy scroll we saw there, just tell us the names of enemies we kill. It's best to just leave it rather than waste the movement and the pickup time to get it.
Unfortunately, all the fairy scroll does is tells you the name of people when you punch them in the face, and you know what? That's kind of rude. So we're good. We're just gonna go and continue just hitting people here and not knowing their name. So it looks like we're going where we were, but now we're gonna use these gravity boots to go into the Coliseum, which ironically it's playing the Coliseum music right now. But we're gonna do a check there, and if not there, we're gonna we'll head back to the outer wall using the teleporter, and we'll head up to the castle keep, where there'll be at least 1 check, and if we get flight, there'll be 2 more over there. Yeah, geez, I'm really drawing nothing here with these item checks, but it's fine. We don't really need to worry about damage and stuff for a bit. Oops. Now I gotta be a bit careful, just because these guys do hit pretty hard. Typically, if you move through this fast enough, you can get to them before they start attacking. But I should have known this. Actually, no, I'm going to check items over here. I should have known this would be a curse seed. So I really enjoy watching him on streams. I discovered him when he was doing Rockman and Forte, because I think it's an amazing game. The only thing I disagree with is that I think the Pirate Man's theme is a sad song. The seed name, which we can change, is Pirate Man Sad Song. So for the next little bit, this is a sad song stream. Sorry. So we did pick up a Claymore. Let's see what we got here. Actually, I should probably check the other things too. That is not good. And oh, this is actually Tulkas. Yeah, we'll use this.
Oh, it is Tulkas. That's huge.
Yeah, this is really big. So so here's how this works. So Tulkas is a fist weapon, so we're gonna hit people with our fists, and it's doing more damage than before, which is pretty good. Oh, this is where we want to be. That's gonna let us get flight. But the cool thing about the randomizer, so it's randomizing damage. And Tulkas usually does a lot, but this version of Tulkas does very little. However, weapon special moves are not impacted by stat randomization. So we're going to be able to do a fireball attack, which is pretty good. It's like the Hadouken. And I'm going to save here just for safety. The I see people in the chat. Yo, Pirate Man is absolutely a sad song. It's a sad song. The
I don't know. I've heard it. I've heard it. It feels more like an adventure song. I don't know if it's like a sad one. It's just sort of like you're
it's
venturing off
definitely an
on a horizon.
adventure. That's for real. That's absolutely true. So the big thing with the Fist of Tulkas here is going to be the like the E Honda 1000 slap move here, and we don't really need it for this boss, even though they're usually fairly difficult. But we're just going to do this and throw our fists out a million times.
I
And
didn't realize that also did like plus 50 damage as well.
yeah, it's really really powerful. Like it's absurdly powerful. We can
That's
also
crazy.
do it in the air, and we'll just float wherever we did it. So it's exceptionally versatile. It doesn't have a long reach, but typically that won't matter because we're just going to melt things really quickly. That boss is usually really difficult, but because we can skip cutscenes, the AI doesn't take that into account. So they just kind of stand still for a bit, which is why we were able to just do things there to Minotaur. I forgot these guys are strong to cut, or sorry, strong against blunt, so that's why we're doing too much damage to those spooky ghosts.
So we were feeling a little rough before, but now we have this Tulkas with the special attacks. I think fighting game's pretty good right now.
Yeah, we're doing really good right now, especially for first castle. The as long as we can do the special to people, we'll be in a good place. So we can double jump now with that stone we just picked up, and when you do a double jump, it enables you to also chain the gravity boot jumps we were doing from the ground in the air. So now we have real flight. So we're gonna use this flight to go back to the outer wall and head towards the keep. And yeah, we're gonna get some checks over there. Hopefully find some money, and hopefully find some more cool relics. The one thing we haven't found.
Good so far.
Yeah, this is working out really well. Yo, people are smoking in the outer wall though. Yo. Castlevania does a lot of things right. HR isn't one of them. They aren't up to current building standards. Well, I guess this is the 17th century, so it's kind of okay. I'm sure you could have smoked back then. But so the one thing we are absolutely looking for, or actually I guess there's two things we absolutely need to beat the game. The first is the holy glasses, and Jewel of Open's really nice. So we need the holy glasses to get to the super secret Don't Tell Anyone second castle. And then the other thing we need, which we haven't seen at all yet, oh, attack potion's nice. Hopefully it's an actual diamond. But we also need 5 what we call Vlad relics, just pieces of Dracula himself that we're going to use to practically resurrect him. They don't really talk about it, but I kind of think it's like Castlevania 2, and you're kind of enabling the resurrection. And so we can beat up on Dad here, because playing his Alucard, Dracula is our father. So we have to find 5 of those. Typically in the base game, you'd only find them in the... Oh, that's not fun. Uh-oh. Alright, well, this will be fine.
You'll live.
Yeah, we live. Now we gotta deal with these spooky ghosts as well. There we go. We 2 for 1 there? Yo.
Wait, what?
We 2
I've
for
never
1.
seen that.
Nice. Yeah, they're just their hitboxes overlapped. So usually those guys are pretty easy, but you know our range was a bit weak, and once you start getting hit, our defense is not up to where it needs to be. So that's not fun. This guy's normally not scary. He's a bit scary with our health just in case, but because we have Tulkas, it's not a problem.
Yeah, just don't get hit and you'll be fine, basically.
So the if you haven't noticed, our HP has been going up steadily through the game. So this is a Metroidvania. This is actually the game that coined that term. Yeah, we'll get a little refresh there. So we do have statistics in the background, and they are slowly going up. They largely don't matter except for strength, and even strength isn't that big of a deal now that we have some weapons. Oh, here's a shield, nice, then we can go fast. Uncurse is cool because we can get iframes from it. We like potential money. And here's our first Vlad relic. And speaking of stats, every Vlad relic except for the heart will give you a stat increase. The Tooth of Vlad, or it's probably a mistranslation, it's probably meant to be like the Fang or something like that, or the Nail, is really good because it gives us plus 10 strength, which is really the only stat we care about. We got hit by these birds, they're not fun. Get in the hole, there we go. We'll grab the cube. So in most Castlevania games, whenever you break candles, you get stuff, and that is true here. But you need to have this cube before it'll actually let you get stuff. Generally, you get it at the beginning of the game just to kind of explain, hey, there are relics and you should get them because they do fun things. But now we can get sub weapons. They're generally not very useful, but we'll do everything we can to make them useful. In particular, whatchamacallit. Let me just see where we need to go here. Oh, we still need to go to the library. First. Oh, I see. Yeah, we can do that. So, oh yeah, I've got. That's right. We've got Jewel of Open.
Would you follow?
Yeah, exactly. I just totally forgot that we had Jewel of Open for a moment. So we go from the outer wall so we can get to the Jewel door. So we're gonna be going to the bottom of the castle. We can do most things down there, except for there's one check that requires a merman statue. We probably can't get into that, but there's a interesting relic at the very bottom of the castle, the spike breaker. Or the spike breaker check in a big spike breaker room. I'm actually going to try to break that out of logic, so we're going to go to the library right now in hopes of either finding the spike breaker item to get through the room, or buying a whole bunch of iframe items to essentially just force our way through. So that'd be fun. Oh, also, this candle has items, and yeah, Resist Holy is not good, so we won't farm that. Typically in the normal game it has Uncurse, which is exceptionally good because it does give iframes and we can chain them pretty well, but yeah, the Resist Holy is not going to do us any good. Unfortunately, the resist items in general are pretty bad. So we'll get some extra checks here. Maybe. Oh, actually, here it is! Yo, the spike breaker!
Wow.
Yo, we didn't even have to buy anything. Here we go.
Is he cheating?
Yeah, GG indeed. This is gonna really help us to get through the seed. Actually, Chakrum's pretty good too. Yes, that is like the Chakram from like Xena Warrior Princess, and we actually get 2 of them when you pick it up. That's the thing in the base game. Because the item name is a throwing weapon, we know it's one of 3 throwing weapons, and they're all really good. Especially because using a throwing weapon is generally considered to be a free action, so we can swing one sword if we want to, and then throw the throwing weapon out at the same time. Oops, hold on, let's sell our. Oh, the diamond is the diamond. Okay, yo, we've got huge money now. Oh, and let's see, mana prisms are super cheap. Library cards, we're gonna grab 2 of those. Let's see here. What are these weapons here? I gotta read the description so I know what's going on. That's not bad. Let's see. Nope. Unfortunately, all those weapons are bad, but we have the Tulkas and no duplicator. But actually, these are all bad. Actually, no, this is Varda. Yo. Okay, well, yo, we're solved. We can just punch people in the face for the rest of this game. This is more than fine. Okay, let's grab a whole bunch of these. They'll be useful later if we get back. But actually, yeah, I should put a shield on before too. That was silly. But, oh yeah, this shop is great. Oh, it's the secret. Oh, this is the really secret boots. So the description of this of the ring we picked up is to discreetly increase your height, which does happen in the game. We are now I believe 1 or 2 pixels taller.
I think, yeah, 2 pixels taller. We look huge now.
Yeah, we are massive. And then the other thing it did was there's a secret item in the game called the Ring of Varda. You can't get it normally unless you've beaten the game already, but it makes your stats ridiculously high. And it just happened to be that the secret boots rolled those stats. So now we're a bit taller and we are just doing massive damage. We're ready to go here. So I see that chat was asking a question here. Is there an entrance and area rando for Stone yet? There is, although it's not very publicly available. But a member of the community, Mott, has made an area randomizer. You might be able to find some of those seeds on the Long Library Discord. That's where a lot of the theory crafting and stuff takes place, as well as where our race spot is. And the race spot's very interesting because where we would normally randomize seeds, if you want to just do it right now, you could go to a website called Soden.io. But the website hasn't been updated in a little bit of time, which is totally cool because people have lives and stuff. But some people in the community have made more presets than would be normally available. And they do a lot of cool things. I forget what was. I had a point there other than that, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Thinking about too many things at the same time.
Area randomizer
area
does
randomizer,
indeed
yes.
exist.
That's right, the area randomizer.
Although, to be honest, I've never played one. I'm looking forward to playing area rando soon, though.
Yeah, it's really cool. So it's essentially like a door randomizer. So maybe we should actually talk a bit about exactly what this preset's randomizing, because we kind of talked about it before, but
Yeah.
not a whole bunch. So
So
yeah, go for it.
So this preset that we're using right now, the randomizer comes in a bunch of presets. This one is called Safe, and generally the purpose of Safe is to generate a consistent linear sort of randomizer experience where we're going to have high levels of complexity, which leads to like little or few amounts of like quote unquote bits being in the seed. To give a very brief explanation of complexity, it's basically the number of progression items you need to find in a row to have the seed be completable by the time you can kill Dracula. I believe the complexity for this one is a minimum 9, but it can go higher than that depending on what the first acceptable seed is to be generated.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what you're generally rewarded for in this preset is chasing complexity because you're not going to get baited a lot of the time. So that's what we're doing now by going down into cabins rather than finishing up all the other like checks we can do at the top of the castle.
You got that right. Actually, we did get some progression here, at least potentially. The Soul Wolf we picked up is a transformation, and we need one to be able to fight Uncle Aurochs. So, you know, it may not have anything, but it's very high likelihood that it will.
Yeah, this is good. Now that we have a progression, we can choose whether to just hard chase that now or just get some checks here on the way, and then go to a teleporter and find a better time, or we can just do whatever we like, really.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna fight Scylla here. Generally I sing a song to make sure I don't forget Scylla, but we don't need to in this case, because just where things are right now. Whoops, Actually, well, that was a bit of a problem if I missed that. Scylla's a very easy boss as long as you start it right away, otherwise she just zones you. But so you can see that there is a relic check here. In the base game there wouldn't be a relic, it would just be an item. But in this version of the randomizer, it places relics in what we call guarded locations. So that is everywhere in the base game that you would normally find a relic, in addition to a few boss fights that don't have relics but are really interesting. So like Scylla here, the CV trio that we'll see later on in the game potentially, and all sorts of fun things. Actually, the other one being Granflin, which we're going to have to probably fight here too, because we're going to be going down there anyways.
You sure we're not going to skip it?
Yeah, I know, I probably should. From the racing community often skips Granflin because Granflin's really out of the way. Yeah, Phillips knows what's going on. Yeah, the anti-Granflin. Yeah. It's kind of an annoying fight as well if you don't have great equipment. The spells do a good amount of damage to him, but it's just because it's so out of the way, it's generally worth your time to skip it, especially where it is in the order of things at in the bottom of the castle here. You can kind of read that you don't need to have it, or that there's no like hard progression there. That's
it's
a knife.
So out of the way normally. In most cases, that it's like, do you really want to go all the way over there, and then there's nothing you need to go all the way back? You lose yourself a lot of time if you're in a race situation.
So we're gonna leave the boatman behind because the boatman is slow. It's got a cutscene we have to skip, and we actually got as McBob pointed out, we got a snorkel, and that snorkel prevents us from taking water damage because we take damage from water for some reason. So we can freely traverse the water. Oh, nothing here. That's so rude. Oh, and there's a big fish down there. I like to call him Big Tuna, even though it's probably a groper. But you don't want to mess with Big Tuna. Even with our stats, Big Tuna is always a problem. Yeah, Bob knows what's going on. Instead of it being the holy symbol, it's the holy J, because it absolutely looks like a J. Oh, Jewel Sword? That's really interesting. We don't need the money, but the Jewel Sword name is always what it says. There's a couple weapons that work that way. So we could use that to get a whole bunch of money, but we are well beyond money now, so it's all good. Fortunately, I haven't found faster movement yet. It'd make these hallways a lot easier. We're just gonna do these dive kicks here because zombies are spawning from the floor, and that's a problem. You can't just be walking through some ornate hallway and have like a zombie come up underneath you. That's not fun. There's Owl Knight here with his owl. I try not to kill the owl because that's not fun. I'm a big bird fan. Yeah, birds are absolutely our friends. I guess I should have save split this away, but I didn't actually make a save to do that. Maybe we can talk about that for a minute.
It's not that big of a time loss if you don't save split. I think you end up losing like 15 seconds maybe. Leave some gravity boost.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so we'll forego the 15 seconds. We got or skill wolf as well, so it's all good. Yeah, Mod's right. Birds are jerks, especially in classic Vania games. And we do kill the seagulls at the top of the castle, but the owl is just chilling there. Like, did the owl do anything wrong? They're just chilling. And it actually highlights a point with Symphony of the Night. So a lot of enemies will not start attacking you unless you get close enough to them. Like, their AI just doesn't start. That'd be cool if it's actually Shotel. It's a fun weapon. So, you know, why am I killing the owl? The owl didn't do nothing wrong. It's just chilling. Imagine you're just, you know, in the, you know, the front foyer of the castle. You're just having a great time, getting some air, and then some guy comes and kills you. Oh yeah, we broke that, I should have started with that. So there was a bridge there and we broke it, like, with the power of our mind. So for some reason, the developers left a debug feature in the game where if you press I believe it's R2 or L2, or one of the buttons on the controller for second player at that moment, it actually just breaks the bridge. So we didn't need to go and hit a switch to summon Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong didn't need to throw their Donkey Kong barrel at us. It was only like, it'd been known for a little bit of time in some areas, but like the randomizer community only like discovered it about, like, what is it, like a year ago? This game is like perfectly, definitely not broken. And by that I mean, like, there's definitely a lot of things that are broken or just odd or fun, but we love it. Actually, you know what? I might grab this teleporter for later because we might need it for whatchamacallit. We might need it to check the holy symbol location.
Room?
No, we're gonna go to Spike Breaker Room right now.
Yeah,
actually, do we have the Spike Breaker equipped? Yes, we totally did. Yeah, we're gonna do the
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good.
So we're gonna see a room that is completely dark. The intended logic is you're supposed to use the bat transformation along with a relic called Echo of Bat to blindly bring yourself through the room. I don't usually pick up cloaks, but they're a lot of fun.
Oh, we got drip?
Yo, we've got drip. Oh, this is pretty good drip.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, this is good. You know, fashion souls is important. You know, there's two things important in life: fashion souls and Pirate Man's song being sad song, right? So, we got all sorts of stuff on the go. Because we're down here, we're gonna be thorough. So I'm gonna go and face Grand Falloon, and then we'll go to the Spike Room.
Okay, fine. Let's go to Grand.
Oh, actually, we can grab that item. That's really cool. Actually, there might be two really cool items here. Heart Refresh actually is probably the coolest, even though that wasn't intended. But Power of Sire is literally just a picture of our dad. And if we show the picture of our dad, things explode. Actually, I can kill this guy. What am I thinking? I was just going to, like, spell past him, but I forgot. Right? We are completely good to go. For that guy, he'll just go into the void, don't worry about it. So we're not likely to find progression over here, but we are likely to, or we're more likely to find a Vlad relic, which is required anyway, so we might as well go and do it here. Oh yeah, we'll show them. Here is our dad. There's a small chance that this won't do anything because of how stat randomization works. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, we'll just blow him up. Don't worry about it. You know,
Wow.
there's our dad. He came in to save us. So we love pictures of dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Actually, you know, I should check this here just in case. No, it's just a regular holy rod. So the other item that could be really cool is the shield rod, which unfortunately we didn't get. It lets you do spells with shields, and if we find the Alucard shield, not the Alucard, we can really break things open for combat. Oh, yo, bats here!
Oh,
Yo,
wow.
yo, Grand Falloon skippers! Grand Falloon
Imagine
skippers, get
skipping
out of here!
Grand
Get
Falloon
out!
Imagine ever skipping Grand Falloon.
I bet that this is good. Did we see Echo before? I can't remember. It's gonna be hilarious if we found Holy Glasses
no,
over
I
here
don't-
and
I
be
don't
like,
think-
oh no, we need this bad boy.
No, we haven't seen Echo yet. So this means that it could, even if we didn't have Spike Breaker, we'd still be able to do big, like, out of logic movements by checking Spike Breaker check over here.
Yeah, you're supposed to use the bat and a relic to see where you're going, but there's a setup we can do to essentially traverse the room without it, and I'm gonna do that here, at least give it a try.
Yeah.
So some set movements we can do to essentially avoid the spikes. So let's see if we can do that here. If this goes poorly, we'll actually no, I have the spike breaker on. Let's turn it off for a moment. Wait, no, I didn't turn it off. Just so it's extra dangerous. So we're gonna line up over here. Whoops. You see, I've been doing these wing smashes. I'm gonna do upwards wing smash. I'm gonna press up immediately when hitting the ground to avoid the spikes below me. And now I need to do a downward wing smash. I'm gonna try this once, and then no, it didn't work. I've been having trouble with the downward wing smashes recently for some reason. I'm a controller problem. But we still got through. We'll show what that room looks like lit up in a moment. Although I do have library cards, so I might just library card it here. Yo, we got ice cream? Yo, it might be like, what is it, 7:30 in the morning for me because I'm in hashtag Canada. But we take ice cream any time of day, right? Yo, there's a few things that are true. You know, we're trying to go fast. Pirate Man's a sad song. And it is Holy Glasses here, and we love ice cream. So we can just bounce. Let's see here. Where is the library card? Here we go.
So now that we got progression in the Spike Breaker check, we can do some thinking and try and figure out seed from there. We can figure out that because we haven't found any other progression on this this quote-unquote layer, as in everything that we could check with Jewel of Open, we know that the wolf we got did lead to progression in Olrock's quarters, and that likely led to Echo of that, or perhaps even like Merman statue or something like that, which then led to the Holy Glasses that we just picked up. So we did a big out of logic skip. We can save a lot of time if we read the scene correctly from here.
Yeah, we'll probably be thorough just because it's a marathon. But yeah, like we probably go to second castle right now. I imagine we probably saw Echo at some point. But you know what we're gonna do here? I don't have a good thing to backdash with. We'll just use we'll just get rid of this. And where is our mana prisms? Here we go. We have 42 of them.
Oh yeah, we're staying.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this wing smashing a lot now, because we're really not limited by the amount of magic points we have.
Yeah, what you're seeing here is like clear as day reason why Soul of that is often the best possible thing you can get in the game.
So let's go and I like leaving Olrock's cores till later, but we're gonna do it now just because we're here and we need Ladder Alex anyways, and we want to go see our friend Uncle Aurochs regardless, so we can go do that. Aurochs is like probably the hardest boss in Castle 1, and in Randomizer he's very scary if you have to go and fight him early. Like we're gonna make short work of him, of course, but it's a good time. Have I gone to Fire Bat? I believe I did. Yes, yeah, we went in Fire Bat.
Yeah, that's where Jewel of Open was, I think.
If we leave any check behind, it'll probably be maybe I'll leave out Gravity Boots, or maybe we'll go and do it because we are going pretty quick here. So the certainly opportunities for us to be thorough and not miss anything, and then lead into spots where that's the last check and we could have just got it, but decided to hey, we'll YOLO it and it didn't work out for us. Oh, there's a knife over there. You know, maybe I want the knife. I wouldn't mind having the actual. Yeah, Basilar would be amazing. As much as we're don't need to worry about anything. This guy's gonna offer us a seat. We're gonna take a seat, but he's gonna attack us anyways. And because he was such a rude dinner host, we're just gonna punch him in the face, and he's gonna not like it for that. and transform into a big scary green guy, and
he's gone.
like the answer to everything is just punch him in the face. Also, we think this big ornate picture in the background, we believe that's his son. So Alucard's name is Dracula backwards, and Orlox is likely a vampire. So we think Zorlo does exist somewhere.
It's a little bit of ancient lore that was discovered recently by our friend Dinnerdog here.
It's crazy how much like just like ridiculously detailed paintings and background art there is in this game. It's really beautiful.
It's a beautiful game. It's some of the best sprite work I've seen in like any video game, period.
What do we got over here? We came over here for practically nothing, but that's fine. We'll open up the shortcut just in case.
It's not bad to have though. Once we get missed, gives us a lot of safety.
Yeah, if we weren't like overpowered before, we're definitely overpowered now. Whoa, I gotta actually open that up here. Hold on. We came all this way to break this statue. We do like breaking things in this game, you know. Alucard, you know, he's still going through his like kind of like teenage angst phase, breaking stuff. Even though he's hundreds of years old, you know, he's
rebelling against his dad.
Oh, I ran out of mana. I missed it. So now we've done all this. I guess we'll be thorough. We'll go and do the gravity boots check, come back up, and yeah, it's off to second castle at that point. So for some reason you haven't seen it, the second castle is the first castle, except it's literally upside down. And all the enemies are, you know, scarier. Except that guy, he's the scariest. We'll hope to find a Vlad relic over here. But the likelihood is because we've done all we can out of logic so far, and it didn't really grant us anything that was going to be too game breaking. Oh, here was Echo. Okay, you know what? I could have sniffed that out if I thought about it. That's all right. So we'll just keep her going here. So now we know what was intended, and so there's going to be actually a lot of things in the second castle. We haven't found any we haven't found gold or silver ring, which is odd. You would usually have found one of them by this point.
We haven't found mist. We haven't found mammoth statue.
So second castle is probably going to be very, very, very stacked here. We'll just use some teleporters to get out of here, if I can perform the wing smash properly.
Echo back being where it was there means I was actually wrong about the guaranteed progression thing. If I was playing this scene, I would have hard chased complexity by going back to Oros after I found Wolf.
Yeah.
Very, very screwed over. Yeah,
that's the fun thing about randomizers. There's just so many different things you can do, and checks and routes.
So many ways to get owned by the seed.
Like your movement and like mechanics of the game are like so important, but like equally important is just like your sort of game sense and understanding, like trying to read the situation and such, especially in a racing situation. All right, so we're gonna go and fight Richter, or the orb that's controlling Richter. And did I put the holy glasses on already? No, I didn't. It says holy glasses, but we actually need the goggles. Whoops. There we go. That's fine. So this orb here doesn't take, well, actually does take damage, but it has 5,000 armor. So every time you get hit and you're below your damage is lower than their defense, you just do 1 damage, and it just takes 11. It has 11 hit points. So that's why we did the spell to start there, just to get a whole bunch of them. Yeah, we're leaving Richter behind. Richter's fine. You know, cheers, everyone. There's very few moments in the game that you get to sit back and take a drink. So you gotta plan those out. Oh, the best music. Sorry, go ahead.
Vast majority of the time, every single check, every single relic placement in this castle is available at the same time. Which means that there's a lot of ways you can take the second castle in terms of routing. You can go the big argument everyone goes to is left side versus right side. Which one's better? Left side versus right side. There's a bunch of arguments for both of them. I think you prefer right side, is that right, Dinnerdog?
Yeah, I have warmed up the left side. I'm gonna do right side here just because I'm more used to it, just so I don't make any like mistakes. It's not likely that there'll be a problem. I don't know. Bob's going for left side though. You know, are we gonna do it? You know, what does everyone want? 50-50 time here?
Me personally, I'm a left side gamer.
Well, we could do it.
I love
We can go see our friend
side.
Creature. So I'm just gonna open this teleporter first, just for a bit of safety. And then we can go to the left side.
It's a bit scary though, because we don't have like power of mist or anything like that. So you're gonna have to like, well, you get to nail the gravity jumps.
Yeah, there. So yeah, there's one room up here you'll see in a moment where there's a bunch of like flying spooky knights, and they have big spooky flamberges, and they like to get in people's way. There's Medusa heads.
It's one of the worst rooms in the game. It's like a lot of the reason why a lot of people don't like left side in the first place.
Yeah, we'll see here in a moment. But the good news is with our double Varda situation, we're definitely not in any yeah, there's no danger here. Hopefully, I didn't get the other one. Boo. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get hit down.
Yeah.
With the lack of platforms in this room, okay, that's fine. Like once you take one hit, you're just going practically right down to the bottom, so it can be really annoying. Mist would make it trivial, but we don't have that yet.
That's okay. We made out the bad parts. We're chilling now. Rest of left side is fine.
It's also good that we, although we don't have Mist to make this movement up here easier, we do have mana prisms, so we won't be starved for MP up here. So this room is, in the first castle, is a cakewalk, but because gravity is the other way around, it's really not. So we got to traverse all this stuff and not fall down, and try to do it as fast as we can.
Yeah, second castle in general, at least in my first time experience playing this game 7 years ago, was I found it really annoying to traverse because there was so many jumps where you just barely couldn't reach it with leap stone, and I didn't know how to do any special movement like gravity jumps or anything like that, so it was just like, oh my god, get me through here.
Yeah, it's really beautiful if you do have Mist, because you can use Mist to stop your whatchamacallit, your momentum. There's Creature, he's got a big hammer, but his hammer has none on our fist. Yo, rip, Creature. Creature's a bit of a meme, because if you go right side, you often skip him. Oh, but he has the goods, though!
He has value!
Yo, Creature's got value.
So now that we got that left side's looking pretty good.
Yeah, we're eating well right now, that's for sure. So the one thing that or the one reason I generally go right, it is really equipment dependent, is if you go left side, it sets you up with a date with Galamoth a lot faster. So Galamoth has first of all, Galamoth is huge. Galamoth is the size of a small office building. Oh my god, I can't do a wing smash for the life of me here. But he's got more health than Dracula, and so even though the fight isn't difficult, it is in vanilla, but it will show you a cool thing that you can even do in the base game to make it fairly trivial. It takes a long time. So, but because our equipment is so good, we really don't care that we have to fight him early. And now you'll start seeing the use of Mist to stop our momentum, avoid bonks, and just generally traverse the castle faster. Oops. Yeah, I guess I don't need to use the save room here. We have all the MP we need. We'll fight this guy first because I had to break the thing on top, and I can break it with a wing smash as we go forward.
He's back.
He is back. He's stronger.
Oh yeah, he's tanking these hits. Something that's interesting about this fight is, and with the Doppelganger 10 fight that we saw in the first castle, is if we had found a specific sub-weapon with Cupid Zoe breaking the candles, the stopwatch, he is affected by the stopwatch, so we could just stop time and just wail on him and kill him in 2 seconds.
Ooh, he had guts too.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's see if this is a library card. I think I have one library card left, but meal ticket, gross.
Yeah,
They share the same sprite, so it's often tough to see if you got a library card or a meal ticket. So this is one of the other actually no, there is a Force of Echoes in this area. Yeah, it's DOP 10 that usually doesn't have a or DOP 40, the one we just fought, that doesn't have a relic. So you might see sometimes. Well, in that case, it was just because I ran out of MP. But sometimes I'll like in that case, I'll stop wing smashing and just like fall to the ground. And the reason for that is because to perform a wing smash, you kind of have to do this like Zangief fighting game move on your stick. So you have to hold jump while holding up, do a nearly 360 degree with the stick, and then let go of jump while holding forward. And that will bring out the wing smash. And you can chain them every, I think it lasts like for like 60-ish frames, by doing the action again while you're still in it. So I'm just like constantly rotating the stick and holding, letting go, jump. That's bad. And if you fail it at all,
difficult than it looks. It's so much so that like even the best players in the world, they still like drop like a couple of wing smashes every single race.
Mm. Alright, so we gotta go fight the little embodiment of death, and then we'll be off to, as Bob poetically put it, it's like the Final Fantasy VII huge boss of Soden.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Now he's stopped with his. Oh wait! Oh, he's being so rude. Come here. Usually deaths are pretty.
For a second phase.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Gone.
Oh, we can get hit. Oh, I missed getting hit. He has a revenge tech that you can get hit in that one. But oh here we go. Yo, the bone. Okay, so we're just looking for like one more thing.
Yeah, we're just looking for the complexity, Vlad. We mentioned complexity earlier, and the final Vlad that you're looking for, unless you're in like a different kind of preset which doesn't have complexity, is always behind the maximum amount of progression in the scene.
Actually, so here's the question: do we stay or do we go? I guess we're looking for Merman statue as well, so we should probably stay.
Yeah, I would stay. You've still got all the right side to do as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can do it all. Yeah, just in case. We don't want to get baited or anything like that. That's not fun. Going back and forth between the castles is slow. And who doesn't want to fight Galamoth, right? So Galamoth is huge. Galamoth throws these ridiculously huge orbs at you. Well, actually, there's some cool movement with the wolf here.
He kicks you in the head.
He does kick you in the head.
Oh!
It's like the Matthias tech.
That was good.
But so in the base vanilla game, like it's not a fight that you can realistically win without having a few items, including one that absorbs lightning damage and gives you health instead. We're gonna save here just to be sure, but instead of just like trying to fight him normally, we're just gonna fly up and just punch him in the head, because that's been actually maybe not punch him, maybe slash him in the head just for safety. What do we have here? Oh, we actually do have the chakram.
This is a little like fist weapons are very finicky when it comes to trying to stun lock Galamoth.
Actually, hold on. We do have the Bacillard. Is this it? Yes. So
yes.
This weapon's usually trash, but because there's item stat randomization, and it probably wouldn't matter with our things anyways, it hits very fast.
Nice.
Here we go. Yeah, so...
Yeah, this is our life for the next 30 seconds or so.
Yeah. Oh, I just switched my grip there, I almost lost him. But yeah, so we're going to be Xena the Warrior Princess and just shank with this knife as well. So as long as we keep hitting him in the head... Wow, that went really fast. The Galamoth is going to die. Normally, if you were playing the game, typically, this fight would take like 20 minutes. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about that, or dying. You have extra time doing vanilla? No way. We definitely don't have the item to enable that. I don't think we have the... Oh, boo, he didn't have anything. But what is this sword? Nunchaku. Boo. I was hoping for Yasasuna, but that's alright. Yes, as soon as a rare weapon where the item name is what it is every time for some reason. And it's a pretty cool weapon. It's not always great, but it's a two-handed sword that still lets you backdash cancel, so it's really cool. Well, it's a poorly made sword, so we don't want that. We'll do this. You know what? We're gonna keep our Basilar on. I like to think it's the Bastelard.
So from this point, there's a couple of options we can take. We can library card and go back to the library, or we can just double back on ourselves, take the teleporter in the mines, and go back to keep and do the right side of the second castle from here. If we was in a race, I think pretty certain that we would be going back to the first castle to chase progression. But since we're in a marathon, we can do the right side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Show you a little bit more content.
We'll go fight bees and all those good guys, and our trio of friends from Castlevania 3, who we still remember.
Yeah, bees. Everyone loves bees.
Oh, I put a shield on. I should put the mana prism back on. I'll fix that in a moment. Come on, bat. Here we go. Alright, where are our mana prisms? It has a huge number. Here we go. So go fight these bosses. We definitely need to go back to the first castle. There won't be a world where we don't, but we're just trying to make sure that we don't leave anything behind that will cause us to go back to the castles. And then we'll also be getting a teleporter over here, which will be really, really cool, because we'll be able to use that later on to warp right over to where Dracula's at. He's in the center of the castle, because of course he is. So there's a lot of cool things going on here, and you know, they do take some practice and stuff. But if any of this interests you, it's not as hard as it looks. You can definitely like figure this game out. We've got a whole bunch of resources and stuff. I've got a bunch of videos. We've got like a whole website that goes through a number of different concepts. I started getting into this because I played Soden as a teenager. And then I found very cool community member Dragon Blitz, who was running randomizer at the time, and we're like, yo, I think I might be able to do that, and probably not as well as him, and definitely still not as well as him today, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's kind of insane.
But it's
In
very
particular-
approachable.
Oh no, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say, in particular, and I'm not just saying it because he's right here, I would recommend, if you want to like learn the randomizer, Dinnerdog's videos on YouTube. He has a bunch of tutorials which just show you, which basically run you through like every facet of the game. It shows you how complexity works, what the presets are, what you should be looking out for. It's super helpful, super useful if you will end up learning the randomizer for this game.
Yeah, we got those, and then was it Symphony Rando.fun has got a whole bunch of things on it too.
That's basically a big compendium for everything.
Alright, we're just gonna this guy's actually scary. He can Zangief throw us, and thankfully he's very weak to fireballs, so we'll just hit him up with that, and we put our base lore back on. Yeah, exactly. Bob's right. We can't beat the dude with literally every world record, and that's Dragon Blitz, and he's literally just
He's insane.
He's like beyond to go. What is this though? Oh, demon card, gross.
It's not bad.
We could bring him out. Should we bring out Demon Bro here?
Let's get him out.
We like friends here, right? I was gonna say,
Oh, wait, we have Zorlo?
No, we just have the heart. I think we just have the heart of Vlad. I don't think we have Zorlo. No.
No, we got Sword Guard.
Do we actually? Hold on.
Yeah.
Where is it? Wait, hold on. Heart of Vlad.
To the left.
To the left? Oh, so we do have Sword Card's the biggest derp in this, so this is very fitting. He's gonna start like
really bad to have him on the screen. Because he just generates a ton of lag in a ton of areas. But he's our sword bro. He's our friend.
So he's just gonna try his best. He's gonna slash around in the sky. He's gonna yell slice. You also allow, he does slice and slash. I'm on team slice just because he says it with so much enthusiasm.
Slice. He sounds so funny.
He's really serious when he slashes. He's like slash.
Slash. And he goes, slice.
Slice. Yeah, it's our theory that Sword Bro is actually Orlox's son, who we fought before. It's definitely unrefutable, 100% peer-reviewed. They're definitely not just an exaggeration.
I haven't seen anyone dispute it.
No, it's got to be
You
true.
can't dispute it. It's all true.
Yeah, there's a few things true in life. You know, Zorlo is the sword card, and the Pirate Man song is the sad song. It's just things of life, friends.
I don't know about that one. I think it's more of an adventure song than anything.
An adventure into sadness.
Opinions can differ. You know, left side, right side. Sad song, happy song.
All right, so we're melting everything with the equipment we have. This fight can be scary. They do a good amount of damage. In particular, Trevor, who we killed last there, when he is the last enemy alive, he gets like a rarely used but often devastating like big skeleton cross that he throws. It's like bigger than you. It does a ton of damage, and it can really catch you off guard. So good thing we need to deal with that.
Yeah, he busts out the toolkit. He can like throw 100 knives at you. He throws
that's right.
water, all the sub weapons. So generally, we always try and kill him. Well, try and make sure that he isn't the last one dead. Because the other two just aren't very threatening when they're the last one in comparison.
It's funny how like oh my god, give me this ring, please. What? Oh come on, yo, this ring is like there's like a force field here and stuff. Yo, we got it. The heart brooch is very expensive, right?
I think that was like the 8,000 one, if I remember correctly.
Oh, is it? Yo, $8,000. It's got to be protected.
You could library card and stock up on the 100 million more mana prisons.
And we'll likely do that. Actually, I should probably go for Tulkas on this because so this boss is just literally hanging out, but he's got all these gross flies that fly around him.
Yeah, this guy's a real demon if you don't have the tools to fight him properly. Like you don't have flight, you're suffering. You don't have good weapons, you're suffering.
So we didn't see it there, but we can break apart his body parts, which does deal damage to him. But the problem is, the more body parts you break off, the more flies spawn. Oh, we actually may have needed this. This is good. This is very good that we did this. Yo,
yeah, that's good.
Route vindicated.
Right side, good side.
Yeah, yo, both sides. Yo, equilibrium. Yo, we've got
we can reach harmony.
Yeah, we've done it.
Maybe left side and right siders can work together in the future.
Probably not, but you never know. All right, we're just gonna grab another library card. Do I have any more money? Hold on. We could get new drip. Yo, Fashion Souls here for a moment.
I'm down with Fashion Souls.
Farewell for now.
All right, what do we got here? There we go. Oh, here we go. This is actually one of the capes. The default kind of just looks like this, anyways.
Oh yeah, this is the elf club, right? Or at least it looked like it.
So we're gonna fight Lesser Demon here. We could have fought him before, but we couldn't get to the item that he's guarding because we didn't have the soul or the form of mist to get through the mist gate down here. So we're kind of in 50-50 territory in terms of where the next thing is. It's either here or at what would normally be the silver ring check. And what do we got over here? Oh, it is the thing we need. Okay, here we go.
Nice.
So that's silver ring, I believe. It says lapis, but you can't see it, but I've got a tracker on the side that tracks what items I have.
So now that we know that, we know that one of the checks in this first castle is just bunk. Unless there's small chance of it being a random bled, we can skip out on silver ring, which is at like the far top left of the castle. Slice.
Yeah, there he is. He's making his presence felt. Yeah, we love Sword Card. If he just didn't lag the game, but otherwise he's good times. So yeah, we're gonna go back to the center of the castle. We're gonna see Maria momentarily, who we really haven't talked to much in this game. There's a couple of cutscenes that are removed from the game just because they could potentially soft lock it, and generally those are cutscenes with Maria.
Oh,
And
that's why they're removed.
yeah, there's
That makes sense.
there's just a couple times that could happen, so they're out of there. I think there's 2 of them that are removed. And we didn't fight Hippogriff, so we didn't get the other cutscene either.
Although there is a way you can skip that.
That's right.
If you have back, you can pull off a precise swing smash with good timing and just slide right past her as she's about to say something to you.
Yeah, Maria doesn't get a lot of speaking roles, unfortunately, in Rando, but neither does Richter either. We kind of skip what he does too. Oh, I need to put the rings on. Here we go. So do that, and we'll put on our ridiculous, because we don't want to be shorter. We need those 2 extra pixels. Alucard's just ready for a basketball game after this. All right, well, cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Fortunately, we can't skip these scenes, but so we're going to wait through this one, and conversely, the same thing in the other castle. So I imagine we're likely to find the merman statue here, and then we can use that to go and grab what's probably the last Vlad relic, unless we've made some sort of horrible mistake.
Yeah, no, that should be the right path.
What do we got over here? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so like, you may be thinking like we kind of know where things are now because we've kind of sussed out what has to be in certain places based on the logic of the game. But there are more, there are presets that like don't have the same amount of this kind of stuff. Like, you could play Adventure, where it puts relics potentially anywhere you can get equipment items. So you'll notice like in this run we haven't gone to like the reverse library, and that's just because there's no relics over there. But if you do want to see the whole thing, then you can. And there's some other newer presets that are exclusive to the race spot that add even more locations.
Yeah, one that I want to shout out in particular is Aperture, because in Aperture, even if we find all 5 of Vlad relics, it's not over. We still need to find a 6th relic, which is called the Portal Scroll, which you have to find and then walk into when you have all 5 Vlads, and that teleports you to the Dracula castle, to the Dracula room in second castle. There's a bunch of other stuff, like it's called Aperture because everything is open, and that means a lot of the shortcuts are open and all of the teleporters are unlocked. It's one of the cooler presets that people have picked up.
I'm a big Boss Rush fan myself. So they've built in a mode which essentially essentially just brings you to boss fights automatically. It's a really cool thing. You beat the game in like 20 minutes, but so it's nice and fast, and you really get to experience boss combat because your equipment is generally limited. So it's a great time.
A couple of Easter eggs in that preset, right?
Yeah, it does. A lot of them have been undiscovered. I don't know most of them, but yeah, there's a ton of things that they've hidden in there. We're going to do a little skip here to just skip a little animation by starting to smash a bit sooner. And here it is, Dad's eyeball. Alright, so we're getting out of town here, and we'll just zip right over to the library. And now we've got a date with Dad. So Dad, with the equipment we have is going to be fairly simple. Ironically, Shaft is generally the bigger problem. The Shaft has way more defense than Dracula, so if you're not like very well equipped, the fight can take a while. He does a ton of damage. The beginning of the fight, well, I guess the entire fight is at least pseudo-scripted. I think it does change a little bit based on your positioning, but it can get really tough and out of hand.
Yeah, he's a lot more difficult to manipulate as well. Dracula's attacks are super duper simple to just avoid and like manipulate. But Shaft, if you don't kill him instantly, he's quite annoying.
Yeah, Dracula certainly does end runs, but as long as you sort of follow the script, it's not a problem, and certainly won't be with our equipment.
Cool.
Yeah, just be cool. Yes.
Panic. Don't panic. You won't get hit, and you will take like 100 damage.
Go. So we're just getting out of here right now. Then we'll use the teleporters to get back into the center. So this is typically the win condition for most presets, unlike Aperture, which Sugden mentioned. The other thing too is that we're currently in the middle of a tournament, which Sugden is doing very well in. Sugden's like right into the finals, doing very well.
I'm doing all right.
But
But you're also in.
yeah, but I'm in the losers bracket. That makes me a loser. But yeah, we're still going with that. But the reason I mention it,
Continuing grounds.
yeah, well, hopefully, I don't know. We got a long path. I gotta have another one against Matthias, who's a beast, and then Swarm is just out of this world, and then I gotta face you again for the second time. You know, I don't know if second time's the charm. But it's a cool tournament because it's running a preset called Bounty Hunter, which like the end goal is kind of the same in terms of you gotta go to the Vlad relics, but the way you get them is that it has it so that Vlad relics drop from specific enemies, and to find which where the Vlad relics drop from, you actually have to pick up those familiar cards that we've kind of been avoiding, and the one that enabled us to get the Sword Bro here. And the description of the card will tell you which enemy you need to farm. So it's really cool. It makes routing so much more interesting, and now we got.
There's also a big wildcard factor in Bounty Hunter because you don't need the cards to get the Vlads.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you go to a room, like there's one room in Colosseum with a bunch of Blade Soldiers, if it just so happens a Blade Soldier is a target, you could kill a bunch of those and stumble upon the Vlad randomly. And this has caused people to get like incredible times. Like there's this one person, Renantral, he was in a tournament and he got 2 random Vlads and a really good route, and ended up getting the world record in bracket. I think it was like, what was it, like 35 minutes at the time?
Saw that. Wasn't that? I think that was the match I faced off against him.
Yeah, that was against you.
I thought I was doing really good, and then you just finished. I'm like, what?
He was doing good. It's just he was up against.
I hadn't even beat the second
run.
thing yet, or the ending gun to the second castle, and he's just done the game. So this Shaft, this is the guy who was controlling Richter. And now, oh, there you go, Sword Bro! Yo, Sword Bro! Sword Bro, he did it! He killed him! He killed him! Slice! Yo, Sword Bro! Oh, our hero!
He's carrying us.
Yo, he's doing a lot of damage too. Like 30 damage off that guy, especially with Shaft's defense.
Bad. That's not shabby.
Yo, the Sword Bro! Oh, yeah, we had to get him. This is perfect.
That's incredible.
Alright, so now we're just gonna punch our dad. He's just the stuff of nightmares, don't worry about it.
Yeah, this is what it looks like when he's mad.
Yo, get him a Sword Bro.
Normally I do a ton of damage, but when you have the whole body, you get like plus 40 defense. So
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yo, time. Yo, we did it. We killed Dad. He done. Yo, stop messing around with Mom. Well, that was a time. Yo,
that
thanks.
was a good run. That's
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, I like that. That was a good run. And you know, Sugden made it a great. So thanks for joining us. The yeah, definitely follow Sugden.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you want to play this randomizer, definitely get into it. The Soten.io is where you'd find it. SOTN.io. And yeah, then join the long library from there as a link, and there's all sorts of great things we can help you out with. Even if you don't want to race it and just play for fun, it's absolutely worth your time. So with that, I think that's it for us. So we'll see you all guys later, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the marathon and seeing more mod runs. Gotta bring that Bucky O'Hare world record down even more. All right, cheers everyone.
All right, thanks guys.
Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.